Bruh.
Hey guys, it's Sean. This is Devlog 12. The combat was looking a little plain, and someone asked if there would be more gore and body dismemberment. So I put in a little more gore and gave body dismemberment a try. I found out it was a lot easier than expected. There were a few ways you can do this, such as cutting the mesh and spawning a body part at the position, or remodeling the zombies in Blender to essentially cut up the body. But just by playing around with the size of the models, I essentially set a body part scale to 0 and then spawned the appropriate body piece. I had a lot of fun making the core system. It looks a little simple right now, but I'll polish it up later on. With a dismemberment system in place, I could now add the function on some of the weapons to test it out. All dismemberment will have a chance to activate depending on the weapon, but for demonstration purposes, I set it to 100% on the AK. So when a weapon is shot, it spawns a rigid body and a collider, which then detects whatever it collides with. Once the bullet collides with a specific body piece, it will then roll the chance to dismember. In this case, it will always be 100%. It will cause the body part to shrink to make it look like it's cut off, and then spawn the body part at that position. By shooting the legs off, it will change the zombie type to a crawler, with the crawling animation replacing the walking animation, and also the zombie having reduced speed. This method was quick and easy, but very performance heavy as the body count begins to add up, but later on I'll optimize it. Added the same function for the machete weapon and will dismember according to the limb hit. With this new decapitate function, I decided to add a few more moves for the machete. Previously, the combat system is based on the player's last mouse input position, so if the player last aimed up, the next attack move will be aimed at the head, but I scrapped it and decided to go for a more accurate combat system. Now the player will detect what body part they are aiming at, so if the player is aiming at an enemy's head, the next attack will be a move aimed at the head, and if the player aims at an enemy's legs, the next attack will be aimed at the legs, regardless of the last mouse input position. For fallen zombies and crawlers, it checks if the zombie is standing, and if they aren't standing, then the player will do a top-down attack. I figured this was a little more dynamic and more responsive than the previous version, because previously the mouse input would detect even the slightest change in positions, and this made combat feel very janky. Along with the dismemberment, I added a throwing function. As of right now, only the broken bottle can be thrown. As the bottle is thrown, it interacts with enemies it hits. In this case, the broken bottle will actually stick to an enemy or kill them if it lands on the head. If the bottle misses an enemy, it will simply become an item which can then be picked up again. Later on, there will be all kinds of objects to throw. With the new gore effects, dismemberment system, and throwing item capabilities, I feel like it serves as a decent combat system for now. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out, and hopefully I can focus more on settlement management, base building, and RPG aspects of the game. That's all for this week. Leave a comment below if you have any suggestions. I'm always open to try new things, so I'd love to hear any ideas and test it out. I post my progress every week, so be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.